April from April's Home, and today I'm here with my May favorites. So this month I'll go ahead and start with the beauty category. I don't have a ton of items in the beauty category. In the summer months I tend to not wear as much makeup. I'm outside gardening a lot, and makeup just doesn't do too well when you're out gardening. The other day I was actually wearing a lip gloss, just a light lip gloss, and I was weeding, and one of the weeds that I plucked had these little seeds that would kind of burst out, and they burst up into my face and covered my lipstick. So I decided, yeah, probably not even a good idea to wear too much heavy lip gloss even out in the garden. It's just, you know, not super comfortable when you're out gardening or doing a lot of outdoor activities and things like that. So I tend to wear lighter makeup in the summer. Lots of just natural, neutral types of colors and things like that. And so my favorite for this month is Tarte palettes, just all of them. I have so many of the Tarte palettes that I just love. They have so many beautiful neutral colors. If you love nice, neutral, classic looking colors, very natural looking colors, Tarte palettes are always a nice go-to for that kind of a look. I've been reaching for this palette a lot in the last couple of weeks. This is the She Dreamed, She Believed, and She Succeeded Tarte palette that came out, I think like a year ago or something like that. It's a really nice, got a lot of nice neutral shades in it. And then some old favorites. This is the Showstopper palette. And then I absolutely love the Rainforest of the Sea palettes here. These are wonderful, and I just ordered Rainforest of the Sea, the 3rd volume palette. So I'm super excited to be getting that in the mail, and I'll be reviewing that as soon as it comes. It's also just some beautiful light neutral shades, but surprisingly all different. They're all a little bit different. So every time I pick up a different one, although they're all nice neutral palettes, they all have a slightly different look, which is really nice, I think. Secondly, of course, also because it's summer, I thought that I would talk about my favorite sunscreen. I have extremely sensitive skin, and I have a lot of problems with a lot of different sunscreens. They'll give me rashes or make my face feel really uncomfortable, or my arms and things like that. But of course, when you're out doing summer activities, you really need sunscreen. So I have found that this Neutrogena Pure and Free Baby sunscreen, which has a really nice high SPF, is wonderful. And I figure if it's sensitive enough for a little baby, then it's going to be safer for me. And I've never had any problem with this breaking me out or giving me rashes or anything like that. It is definitely hard to find sunscreens for sensitive skin. I wish it wasn't quite so hard, but it's so nice that Neutrogena came out with this kind. Again, that's the Pure and Free Baby Sunscreen. Definitely go through this. Really love this variety here. And then another Neutrogena product that I have talked about before is the Hydro Boost Gel Cream for your eyes. This little tube is specifically for your eyes. This is the sort of cream from their hyaluronic acid Hydro Boost line. And I also get really dry skin around my eyes in the summer because of allergies. I'm always rubbing my eyes, and this works wonderfully for that. So I just love this, and I definitely have been using this quite a bit lately. And then another of my favorite beauty products, this is from Clinique, and I recently hauled this in a Clinique haul. This is the classic Clinique lipstick color called Bamboo Pink. And this is one of their Long Last lipsticks. I'm actually wearing this color today. Again, this is just a nice classic color for those lighter summer looks. I love that it has a little bit of sheen to it, a little bit of sparkle to it. And this is just a color that I love to grab when I'm doing a nice simple makeup look. I know that I can just always put it on really quick. It's a very comfortable formula on the lips, and I just really like this one. So Bamboo Pink Long Last lipstick from Clinique. And then this is a favorite of mine for taking off my makeup at the end of the day. This saves me on makeup wipes. I do love to use the Neutrogena makeup wipes, but occasionally if I just have a little bit of makeup on, I love this Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. And I just use this on a little cotton round, and it takes care of removing my makeup pretty nicely. So this is one of my favorites for the month of May. I also recently replaced my hairbrushes. My hairbrush was getting pretty old, and all the little nubs here, the little colored nubs here were popping off and things like that. It's always nice to replace your hairbrush. This has been the hairbrush that I have used for many years. I just love it. It comes in a 2-pack. It's extremely inexpensive, but I have really sensitive a very sensitive scalp, so I don't like the really hard hairbrushes, and this one is really nice and squishy, and it doesn't hurt when you're brushing your hair at all. So this is definitely one of my favorites. It took me a long time to find a brush that I was happy with a couple years back, and I really landed on this one and have used this one ever since. And of course, every couple of years it's great to get a new one when they start kind of falling apart and stuff. So I just picked this one up at Walmart recently, and I love this bright teal color. I think it's so fun. And yeah, definitely just a fun brush. This is definitely my favorite brush if you're in the market for a hairbrush. And then the last of my beauty favorites is a nail polish. I recently was at Walmart and I thought I would try some of the Pure Ice nail polish. I had this in a haul in my, I think my holographic makeup haul. This is a Pure Ice nail polish in the color First Love, and it's got a beautiful pearlescent sort of holographic shift to it. I just love it. It's a great, great by itself or great as a topper. I was so impressed with how this nail polish worked and how long it lasted that I decided that I would go back to the store and pick up some more. So I decided to pick up a couple more colors, and this is the first one that I got. This is called Free Fall, and it's just beautiful. It's what I'm wearing today, and this I put on almost like 5 days ago, and it's still holding on. I do need to touch it up, but it's really having a lot of lasting power, and I just loved it. So I picked up this color here, and then I also decided to try out their top coat and base coat, which have been working. I've only tried the base coat so far. It works really wonderfully. I'm excited to try the top coat as well. It's so nice to have a base coat to prevent the nail polish from staining your nails. So those have been working great. And then I just got 3 other colors here that I haven't tried yet, but they look so fun. This one is in Rumors, the color Rumors. And this is a bright yellow one that I thought would be fun for summer in the color Showstopper. And this is a pretty turquoise. I love wearing turquoise colored nail polish. It's one of my favorite colors to wear, and this is in the color Scream. And I'm still on the lookout for a fun sort of neon-y green color. I've seen people wearing them, and they just look like so much fun for the summer. The Walmart I went to didn't have any in stock, so I'm going to have to try to hit another Walmart and see if I can find a pretty green color, but I'm just so impressed. These Pure Ice nail polishes are only $1.99, and they work just as good as some of the higher end nail polishes that I have. So I was super impressed. I tried some of the other discount brands at Walmart as well. I was not happy with them. I couldn't get them to do a full coverage, a nice, even after 3 coats. So those weren't very good, but this Pure Ice is great. And I will be doing a nail polish collection and declutter coming up in an upcoming video, and you can see some of the nail polishes that I like as well as some of the ones that I didn't like, didn't perform very well, or some of the colors that I'm not very interested in anymore. So that's a video that's coming up. But definitely check out that Pure Ice nail polish. I was super happy with its quality for such an incredibly low price. So those are my beauty favorites for the month of May. And by the way, I apologize if you can hear my neighbor's gardener is out cutting their hedges right now, and I keep thinking he's done, but then he picks it back up and keeps working on it some more. So you probably will hear that in the background. I'm hoping he's almost done. I'm hoping that it doesn't affect the video quality too much, but if you hear it, that's what that is. Anyway, moving on, speaking of gardening, I thought that I would include my favorite flower in this month's favorites. I have been loving being out in the garden. It's just so fun to get out there and clean up my garden and get the new flowers planted and some veggies planted. I hope that everybody is enjoying checking out my garden vlogs that I've been doing. I have one coming up for this week where I work on my fairy garden, as well as show you the progress of some of the veggies that I've planted. They're all up and doing really nicely. So my favorite flower to plant in the garden in the summer is definitely a snapdragon. I think that these are such a beautiful classic plant. They bloom quite often, and you can see that they just have such beautiful colors, and they come in so many different colors. I just recently added a few more. I picked up a few more yesterday to add to my garden. I got this pretty red one and this pretty yellow one here. I'm excited to get those planted. I love the vibrant colors of snapdragons, and I also like tucking a white snapdragon in too to kind of have something that you can see better in the evening, as well as to kind of set off some of the vibrant colors. So those are my favorite flower to garden with right now. Definitely a May favorite, snapdragons. And then I thought that I would talk about my favorite bird seed. I love to make sure that I keep my bird feeders full. I have a lot of backyard birds that come and visit, and this is one of my favorite varieties that all of the birds seem to really enjoy. This is by Nature's Song, but you can find other brands as well. The thing I really love is the No Waste bird seed. This bird seed is already out of the shell, so the birds don't drop quite as much or kick as much out of the bird feeder. And also the nice thing is these typically don't cause weeds in your garden. So I do get a ton of weeds because I do use multiple varieties of bird seed, but it's so nice that the bulk of my birdseed can be the no-waste birdseed so that the birds don't waste it and so that it doesn't create a huge weed problem for me. I don't mind having to pluck the weeds from around the bird feeder or throughout my garden because I absolutely love my backyard birds. They're so pretty. I've had so many different varieties come. The main varieties that come to my bird feeders are goldfinches and regular finches and sparrows, of course, and then starlings who like to really eat through my birdseed quite a bit. And I also have jays and crows that come by regularly, and the occasional odd different bird as well. So I just really love this no waste variety. And then specifically for my goldfinches, they come by every spring and kind of stay through the end of summer, and they really love it when I put out the black thistle seed for them, as well as sunflower chips. So this is the special finch food here, and it is full of black thistle and little bits of tiny little pieces of sunflower, which they just love. They enjoy this. They come to the feeder all the time to get this black thistle, which is really, of course, important for these bright yellow finches. And it says here that it attracts a variety of finches. We occasionally have the little red house finches and just standard finches as well. It's also something that the chickadees like and things like that. So definitely, if you want to attract finches to your garden, pick up a variety of seed with the black thistle in it. If you're in an area where they have goldfinches, I just love them. They're so pretty. They have such a nice song, and they just look so cute flitting through the garden. So that's definitely a favorite of mine in May and throughout the summer, of course. Also, every month I choose a favorite toy. As you know, if you've watched my channel, I am a toy collector. I now do all of my toy reviews on my second channel, April's Toy World. So if you're missing some of my toy reviews, definitely head on over to April's Toy World and check out my toy reviews there. But I still thought that I would include my favorite toy of the month in this favorites video here. And my favorite toy of the month are the Hatchimals Collectibles. I think that these are so cute. I think that this is such a fun and unique new toy. You can rub the little heart here. It changes color to like a pink color, and as soon as it's ready, you can pop it open and out pops an adorable little teeny tiny figure that is just so cute. I think that these are so fun, and I am having such a fun time collecting these. I have a bunch more to open up on my channel in the next week or so. Yeah, definitely a fun new collectible for sure, and definitely my May favorite toy. And then for some of my favorite snacks, I am still absolutely loving these here. These are from the Dollar Tree. Me and my whole family just love these, and we'll literally just go to the Dollar Tree to pick these up. These are the veggie straws. They also make a veggie chip, and they are just so delicious. It's definitely one of my favorite snacks, and I'll be enjoying these all through summer. They're so wonderful to have a little side of them with your sandwich at lunch, or if you need a little tiny snack in the middle of the day, these are just great. So definitely the veggie straws. And then we've been enjoying going to the movies from time to time. I love going to the movies, and my favorite movie snack, my favorite movie candy, that is Raisinets. So I thought that I would include these in my monthly favorites. I just love Raisinets. I think that they are so yummy and definitely a fun candy to eat at the movies. So Raisinets. And then for my favorite summery beverage, I love my ice water. Last month, my favorite drink was ice water. This month, it is ice water, like half ice water and half lemonade. I absolutely love lemonade. I love citrusy flavors, and lemonade is just my favorite go-to summer drink. I love getting fresh squeezed lemonade when we go to the farmer's market or when we go to fairs or any of those different outdoor activities. Getting lemonade is my favorite thing. And I have been enjoying the Simply lemonade mixed with my water. I don't like it straight. It's a little bit too sour and too sweet to have just straight lemonade. Unless it's a hot day and I'm at an outdoor event, then I'll drink lemonade just fine. But here around the house, I like to fill this with water, and then the last like maybe third with lemonade. So I've been enjoying the Simply lemonade, and then also I love Trader Joe's unpasteurized lemonade. I just love that. It's so good. We definitely have been going through the lemonade around here. So that is my favorite drink for May. And then lastly, I thought I would share with you some of my favorite shows that I've been watching this last month. First, I'd like to talk about my favorite movie for the month of May, and that was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Definitely such a fun movie. I really loved it. Had lots of really sweet, memorable scenes. I absolutely love the soundtrack. I love 80s music, so I love that sort of retro soundtrack that Guardians of the Galaxy has. I loved how many famous actors were in Guardians of the Galaxy. I thought that that was really, really cool to see all the different cameos and different people playing different parts and things like that. I thought that was really fun. And Baby Groot, of course, was absolutely adorable and so cute. The movie had me laughing. It had me in tears at different times. Just, it was very adventurous also. So if you haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, I would highly suggest it. So I really had fun with that. The whole family loved it. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 was definitely my favorite movie in the month of May. I just last night saw Wonder Woman. It was also great. I have a lot of movies left to see in June. There are so many fun ones coming out, like Transformers and The Mummy and things like that. So I'm excited to see a few other movies in the month of June as well. And then for TV shows, I've been watching 2 TV shows quite a bit in the month of May. The first one is classic Twin Peaks. This is definitely a darker sort of mystery, definitely darker. If you are bothered by things like that, I would not suggest it. I like Twin Peaks, the original version that was that aired on ABC back in like the late 80s, and I love its campiness and quirkiness and some of the funny spooky aspects of the show as well. I really love the original the most. So I watched the classic series of Twin Peaks to get ready to see the new Twin Peaks that just recently released. I've watched the first 4 episodes of the new series as well. It is not as campy and quirky and having as many funny moments as the original. Also, the original takes place in the Pacific Northwest, which is another reason that I'm drawn to Twin Peaks. I live in the Pacific Northwest, so I really love the lore around here and the quirky aspect of people around here, and that's one thing that I really enjoy about Twin Peaks. The new series doesn't all take place in Twin Peaks in the Pacific Northwest. There are other locations as well, but I'm sure that they will also focus some on the original location as well. So I'm kind of giving it a chance. But the first couple episodes of the new series were really dark and a little bit too trippy, and I also was really not at all happy with the fact that the new series, because it's not a network series, it is a Showtime series, had nudity in it, and I don't really like that. It kind of ruins the show for me quite a bit. I don't think it was necessary. That's just my personal opinion. I still am going to give the new series a chance. By episode 3, about halfway through episode 3, it started feeling a little bit like the old Twin Peaks. So, and then definitely episode 4 felt a little bit more that lighter sort of fun aspect that the original Twin Peaks had. So I understand that it's not going to be the new Twin Peaks, but I still want to give it a chance and see if it can answer some of the questions that we were left with at the end of the original series, and then also just to see where the writer takes the show. I think that that'll be interesting. I can definitely do without the nudity and the extra violence that I noticed in the new series. I really just love the campy, quirky original version, but I'm definitely going to give that a chance. So that is one of the shows I've been watching in May, and I really enjoyed this. I just, fun old series here. And then my absolute favorite for the month of May is a show my husband recently got me hooked on that is on Netflix. He's been watching this show for a couple of years now, and I always saw him watching it, but I never really got into it that much. And then one day I sat down and watched a whole episode with him, and I was just hooked. The show is Hawaii Five-0, the new Hawaii Five-0, and I just love it. Me and my husband have been watching an episode every evening, and I just love the characters. I think that they're so fun. I love all the action. I love all the scenery from Hawaii. I think that it's so beautiful. It makes me want to go visit Hawaii for sure. And yeah, so definitely Hawaii Five-0. If you want a good sort of action crime drama that has also got some fun, lighthearted, you know, a little bit of comedy thrown in here and there because of the characters and the way they're developed. I just think it's wonderful. So Hawaii Five-0 is my top favorite show for the month of May. I have been having so much fun watching it. I'm continuing to watch it this month. I'm hoping to get completely caught up so that I can enjoy the newest episodes that I'm currently taping on my DVR, so that I can get all caught up with that. Such a fun show. If you like crime drama, I would definitely suggest Hawaii Five-0. So those are my favorites for the month of May. I hope you enjoyed hearing some of the things that I've been enjoying in the month of May. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe for more videos from April's Home. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.